can definitely try doing a jump. We'll try that first, because yeah, obviously I'm not going to be able to get up in there in this. And I know that if we can't get it started, well, here, I'll talk to you here in a second. We'll make this easy. Face to face is better than over the phone.
I called the roadside. He said, "Has anything come up on your dashboards or anything?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, it needs towed. It probably doesn't need a jump." But Lexa said if the battery's completely dead, it may just need a jump and then drive it down there. But
yeah, if we can get it jumped, personally, I would say don't shut it off. Get it just straight down there, and that way it's already there, and then they can deal with the problem of whatever it may be. It may even be a battery, because I mean, I was just going over myself. I was like, okay, when you buy these newer vehicles, sometimes these vehicles just sit out in the lot, but with the push button starts, they're always on. They're not always like completely off. I mean, your radio and everything else turns off, but it's constantly looking for that key fob all the time. So that's usually the trick is, well, the batteries just eventually go dead. But most of the time they just get washed and everything out there in the lot, and they're not being turned on or anything or moved around.
It was weird. I was sitting there just trying to roll my windows up, and like everything on the dashboard started flashing, and I don't know what it was doing.
So I know that this is a newer vehicle. I'm just curious to figure out where the battery.
Some of those are in the back too, aren't they? That battery.
You know what? I'm wondering the same thing. Is this a hybrid? Because
yes.
I'm seeing some yellow wires here, or orange rather. I'm going to look underneath the fuse box. I have been able to find sometimes that you can. Yep, there's a jump point right here in the fuse box. I found this by accident once on a newer Prius, actually. Because Lexus and Toyota are kind of in the same accommodation. And then you just go for a body ground, which it looks like this is connected to the body. So we'll try to go for right in there. Have to kind of scrape a little bit of the paint just to try to get a solid ground. So let's try. Oh, I heard some clicking. Okay, go ahead and try with your key fob. With these,
better too.
Yeah.
Before it didn't.
I know on the 2025s, I had a customer that had gotten locked out of his car and the battery was dead, but the door handle inside and out were electric. I had no way.
That's the way these are. I couldn't get it.
Yeah, there's no way to unlock it.
Well, there's a manual key. That's the only way I could get back in.
Yeah, well, he didn't even have that option.
Well, I was lucky when I stepped out. I had everything with me, but if I would have had my key in there, I would have been
perfect thinking. Yeah.
Go ahead and try to start it.
Yeah, go ahead and try to start it. Engine's running. Okay. So do you have any warning messages, anything like that? I mean, you might when the battery
I'm
goes
still
dead.
going to drive it down there and maybe let them check that out.
I would. Because I don't know where the battery's located at, but like I was saying, most of these cars just sit out there on the lot, and it doesn't seem like they cycle through them, you know, where they turn them on, run them, you know, especially when they've been sitting for a while. Okay. Take off my jump pack. Kind of idled down a little bit, but it's probably going to take a little while to charge. But I would say by the time you get down there, it probably would have recharged most of the battery, but I still wouldn't trust it to turn it off, if that makes any sense. Yeah, just in case if it happens again and you get stranded somewhere. Now, the other question I have, does this have that option for automatic shut off when you stop at stoplights and stop signs? You have
There's
a way
no way to turn that off with the hybrid.
Really? Interesting. So, every time you hit the gas pedal, does it at least run the engine?
Well, I mean, it's going to do that start-stop on it. I could try to drive like up here and see what it does. Yeah. You try that and see if it stops on me?
I would just try to get it down there as soon as possible. And if you come up to a stoplight, I would just let off your foot off the brake. That way it kind of reactivates it almost instantaneously. I mean, my wife's car...
I can put it, you know what I'll do? I think if I put it in sport mode, it won't shut that off. If it's in
Try that, yeah. See if there's anything you can do to prevent it from turning off.
Okay.
At stop signs and stoplights, because I mean, I'd hate for you to get like stuck somewhere.
Right.
I mean, yes, I can pull these up on the deck. It's just not real pretty, because then you have to stick skates up underneath
I'd
there.
rather not tow it if we don't have to.
Right, yeah. Usually with these newer cars, I feel way more comfortable assigning this over to like wheel lifted dollies, because most of these are all-wheel drive. I mean, yes, we can tow all-wheel drives. It's a lot easier for us to do it with shoving a wedge underneath the tires and then just kind of, it's considered dragging, but it's not. It's basically, the skates put a wedge so that way your tires are up off the ground and it doesn't scrub the tires. I mean, you can pull it up or drag it up. It doesn't harm it any, but with an all-wheel drive vehicle and newer vehicles that are manufactured, the tolerance inside those transmissions is very, very minute, and you can damage them pretty easily. So usually skates are the best thing, but I usually prefer to have it assigned to wheel lifted dollies. Now with AAA, that's a hard thing to come by, because they can't see what type of truck each individual driver's logged into.
Okay.
So all they know is, okay, that driver's logged in, but they can't see whether or not we're in flatbeds, wheel lift, battery trucks, or anything like that.
Okay.
And of course with Lexus, AAA holds the contract with them.
Okay.
So that's why they're sending me out here, because yeah. So
yeah, like I said, they said they were going to tow it, and then when I called the dealership, told them I was bringing it in, and that, they said, how can you try to jump that? Because they said it may just be the dead battery, and then you could drive it in here and let us look at it.
Right. I'm thinking it probably just needs another battery replacement.
Yeah.
Or you have something else going on with it that,
Right.
you know, they haven't got all the bugs out of it yet.
Right.
So,
It's a year and a half. It was brand new. Year and a half is all it is.
yeah.
So,
And it shouldn't be having these problems,
nah,
but
first time it's done it, so hopefully I can get it down there.
right.
If not, I'll call back.
Well, I mean, if you do, for whatever reason, yeah, just call back in and they'll AAA will reassign it to whoever. I usually work all of Warren County's area and Butler, so yeah. But
All right, thank you.
you're welcome, sir. All right, so yeah, we were able to successfully jump start the vehicle, which that was the suggestion from the Lexus dealership, since our customer had made contact with them about it, and that's what they kind of suggested, because he said nothing was coming on the dash. And I don't know if you were able to see that in the previous video there that I shot, but I kind of pointed out exactly where the jump point is and how to safely do that. Now, the Noco Boost jump pack that I'm using, I think is about the safest thing to use on any of these hybrid vehicles. Just because it seems to work a lot better that way, and you don't risk like damaging any of the electronical components like your main wire harness and everything by jump starting it there. But at least they gave us a place to jump start the vehicle, which was found on the driver's side underneath the fuse box there. And if you looked, you'd seen that little red tab that I had to kind of release there and flip over. So you put your positive there, and then you just find a good source of a body ground, which I went for this bracket that was attached to the strut tower there on that driver's side. And I only just kind of moved the alligator clip just a little bit. I didn't want to scrape like too much paint off of it, but you want a good solid ground. That's the key thing there. You want a good solid ground. That way you get a good connection and a good jump boost. So, but that seemed to work. But the other thing I also advised to him too is that if the vehicle is equipped with that auto stop start, try to disrupt it in any way, shape, or form. If you can shut it off, that's usually the best way to kind of overcome that kind of issue. Other than that, if you're coming up to a stop light or a stop sign, best thing to do is just let your foot up off the brake just ever so slightly. Just allow the car to just kind of move forward just a minuscule, not very much, but just enough to kick over that engine. That way it doesn't shut off. Because that's also another problem that I've been seeing as well, is these vehicles that are equipped with that, if the battery's weak and the vehicle sees that you're at a stop sign or a stop light, and then all of a sudden it just shuts off, eventually it's not going to restart. So to kind of prevent that, the best thing I can say is just try to disrupt it in any way, shape, or form. That's the best way I can describe that. So now, as far as where the location of the battery is, I'm not quite sure. That is a much newer vehicle. That's a 2024. So I've found that some of these are kind of in the area of the trunk compartment somewhere. I've even found them up underneath the passenger seats as well. So it's kind of a guessing game. I mean, there are ways to look it up. I could look it up on Google or whatnot and try to figure that out. Yeah, that's a good way of doing that. So, but anyway, guys, just kind of, I hope that helps anybody that's like new into towing and everything. Hopefully that kind of helps the whole situation with jump starting the newer vehicles. It kind of is tricky trying to find where the jump points are in these vehicles, but you got to be super careful of where you hook them up to, because if you do it wrong, then you can fry their electrical system, and then we're responsible for that, or you are. So just keep that in mind whenever you're jump starting these newer hybrid vehicles. Just be very, very super cautious. If you're not sure, then look it up online. They have many different manuals and everything like that out there. Just different things that you can look up as far as tow information. You know, where to hook up a vehicle, where the spare tires are located, where the batteries are located at, you know, those type of things. So glad we didn't have to necessarily tow the vehicle. That was an all-wheel drive. Like I was explaining with the customers, like usually when we tow these all-wheel drive vehicles, unless there's a way to put them in neutral, and we have to stick skates up underneath the tires and then pull them up that way. That way it doesn't scrub the tires. But normally on newer vehicles like that, yes, I will try to at least get a wheel lift and dollies out there. Yeah, it takes a little bit more time, but it ensures that nothing's going to happen to that vehicle. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here and see what other calls we can get out of today. It's kind of slow for right now, but it may pick up later. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Just that last dude that was right there behind or in front of me had a problem with me following behind him the whole damn time. Yeah, I came down creps, he flicked me off.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm behind you, but
must be this area.
He's doing like 50, and when it says critical, we just try to get there. I have no idea what the situation is, and I'm like, okay. It's like, does he have like a big FU problem or something? Like, god damn. Yeah, I don't know what it is about certain people. Like, okay, you don't want me behind you, then do the damn speed limit. God. Unreal. I was just doing one of these numbers behind him like that. I don't know what your deal is, but all right. Unless he had a problem with me flashing the lights at the rest of the tow operators that I passed, because that's how we say hi to one another, you know?
Really?
You pass another guy in a tow truck, he just flipped the lights on real quick and shut them off.
Kind of like the Jeep?
Yeah, just like, yeah, the whole 2 fingers up thing, yeah. Let's see here. You got one flat?
Yeah, one flat.
At least it runs. I'm wondering, I might actually just drive it up there. I don't see any reason to really hook this up.
Yeah, it might be. When you go to drive, and the brakes are like fucked up, they work.
They work to a degree.
There's no key in the ignition, like it doesn't take a key.
No kidding. How many times have I seen that? Oh, dude, that's awesome. So it's running right now, then.
Yeah, you'll feel the brakes, like.
Oh yeah.
But they do stop.
We'll just be stupid careful.
Right.
Now it's coming out of Blanchester. Poor guy, he's got mobility issues and changing his spare tire, but
Yeah.
and he said, well, he can't reach certain things, so I changed like a couple of house lights bulbs for him because he's got in-home health care. His nurse said to call the fire department. Nice nurse.
Right.
Let's see here. Oh, I know, tire. Good enough. It's always an adventure with any kind of car.
Right.
You never know. It was funny because I was getting all kinds of mixed communication from AAA, and
My phone completely died, and then I couldn't get my charger to work. It's like,
yeah. So this thing will shut off and turn back on, right?
yeah, it'd be fine. Just kill it.
Okay.
It'd be fine.
Oh, I see. The whole mechanism's all.
I had somebody come out to replace the key, and he got me a new key. And then, like, one day I was just messing around. I flipped it over and it just turned on. I was like, what?
Huh.
Like, he messed up.
Well, yeah, it happens, I guess. All right. Let's see here. Did they go over with you about the over mileage at all?
Well, she told me that it was 39 miles and it shouldn't go 50 miles. That's what she told me.
Well, you're only covered for 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, classic memberships you're guaranteed the first 5 miles. After that, it's $5 a mile plus tax, and then our service fee for credit card processing. You know, I kind of wonder if they've got these new people in there, if they're just not training them like they're supposed to.
She told me I was covered 39 miles. Or 40 miles. He was only going 39.
Well, are you going to a AAA center?
Yeah, the Milford.
Okay, so you are going to the AAA Car Care Center?
Yeah.
Okay, so then yes, then
Okay.
you would be covered only in that scenario.
Okay.
So if you're not going to a AAA Car Care Center, then yes, you would have to pay the over mileage after the first 5 have already been traveled.
Yeah, they're supposed to replace my tire tomorrow, I guess, is what I talked to the lady on the phone.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. I'm not familiar with Milford. I don't get down there a bunch, except for like maybe a weekend or something where, because most of those tow operators down there, their business hours are Monday through Friday, I do believe.
Yeah.
But there's such a scarce amount of tow operators on weekends. I'm all over the place. I could, you know, during the middle of the week, I could get 5, 6 calls a night, and then on weekends I could pull 12, 14. So yeah, I get quite a bit. I'll redo that here in a minute. Let's see here. Yep, there's a hole there. I always use safety chains for the bigger vehicles. I got to do the other side too. back up to it instead of having to go all the way down, turn around. I didn't see any reason for that. I was like, oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll hook these up just cause. And I still got to get that side too. If I can reach it. Some days I hate being short.
Right.
Ugh. Short people problems. I mean, I'm almost 6 foot, but still, I feel shorter. Right in the oval. Hop on in, and I'll just try to get everybody to move over if I can. That guy was gonna come hit me. And he was flying too, and I was like, hello. I quickly grabbed that flashlight and just, ooh, that's a state wildlife. He can still pull him over too.
Oh yeah, they got more authority.
All right. I'm going to let you down. I think I'm going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
I drink a lot of sweet tea and very minimal amounts of soda.
Yeah. Goes straight through you?
Yeah, it does.
I drink a lot of bottled water. Probably like 8 or 9 a day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I try to stay as hydrated as possible. Right. It is healthy. A lot healthier. Yeah, I'll let this down, and I think that might be a handicap back there. Yeah, I'll let this down. I'll pull forward, that way you can get in one of those parking spots over here. Let's get this done. I don't know yet. It's always a mystery with AAA.
Yeah.
Because I can get calls on both the tablet and on this phone. The app is, I can log into both at the same time.
Yeah.
So if I step away from the truck, I always keep the work phone on me. So I'll know if I got a call on me. So that way I can appropriately figure out if I gotta, you know, if I'm trying to get something to eat, if I gotta cancel the order and I gotta go, you know. stone, huh? Because I'm probably gonna, I'm starting to think about doing a remodel in my house anyway.
Yeah.
My house was built in the 1960s. So the bathroom has got the regular tile in it, and it's all white and pink.
Yeah, it's that 60s style.
Yeah. And the kitchen's not pink, but it's all white, but I'm kind of wanting to go for more of a stone look.
Yeah.
My wife, I took her up to the Adirondacks in upstate New York earlier this year around July, and she fell in love with how most of you got that cabin feel.
Oh, yeah.
So we're kind of gonna go with the Adirondack theme with like colors and things like that. And probably redo a lot of the theme ways that way. But we were thinking like above our sink, we'll put a mural of like a lakefront with loons and animals on it and the rest of stone tile all the way around it. I thought that would be kind of cool. Talk to him real quick. All right, guys, it looks like we have our last call for tonight. We've got a critical call for a fuel delivery. This is out on the highway. We got to go down, turn around, and go on the northbound side. So we got to go south to turn around and go back north. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but
in a quarter mile,
on this section of 75 right here by Monroe, unfortunately that wall kind of divides everything, so there's really no emergency vehicle turnaround spot for me to use. We're gonna get down here. This is a cash call. Cash calls usually indicate that there are no more service service calls available to this customer. So usually if you have an immediate service, it becomes a cash call, and it's usually 95 plus tax. Of course, this one's a fuel delivery, so we have to also add in an additional $10 to this. So there's quite a bit with AAA. So, but in any case, we're gonna get out there. I already see them on the other side of the highway there. Yep, consequently, I was on my way home from down by Milford, and they broke down right in front of me with the hazards on, and could have stopped, but you know, I prefer to have things dispatched to me. So, anyway, guys, all right, guys, just hang tight. We're gonna get zooming here and get over there as fast as possible. How's it going?
I didn't know you guys weren't affiliated with AAA.
Well, this is subcontractor territory. This is not the fleet. Fleet won't come out this far from either direction.
Right.
So, so it's 95 plus the $10 for the fuel, and then there's tax and then a credit card processing fee.
Okay. The problem I got is I don't have a credit card. I don't have any cash on me. We'll pay right away.
Yeah, we have to take payment because I can't help you without it.
Okay, I live probably 20, 25 miles away.
I can't do that either. I have to stay within my Warren County area.
Can I go up and get gas, go home, get a credit card, and come back to you? I mean, other than that, I'm stuck here.
Right, I mean, I can't even sit out here all night either because I clocked out just about 3 minutes ago. So it's going to go to the next driver if I can't help you. and I don't know what their fees are because every subcontractor's got different fees. So
I can appreciate that. Just wait for the next driver.
of course, I mean, any driver's not going to take you all the way up to wherever you.
Oh no. If I just get enough gas to get to the gas station.
Well, I mean, they don't charge by the gallon. It's just a flat rate fee.
That's fine.
So, but I can't do anything until I get the payment processed here. So I don't know what else to really do at this point, because I mean, if I don't get paid for it, then I can't really help you here.
Okay, I'll just wait for the next guy.
Okay.
Alrighty, thanks for coming out.
Not a problem, sir. It's funny because you broke down right in front of me. Yeah, you did. I was on my way home. I seen you move over. I was the one with the underbody lights underneath the truck. I was like, well, I usually do stop, but they usually have to be dispatched first, so.
Just took the city streets
I see.
I put $5 in it. It went like 60 miles. And that's what $5.
Yeah, it should have got you a lot further.
Like 100, 120 miles.
Right.
So I'm pissed off. I'm gonna go to the streets.
That's wild.
I'm gonna try to charge it for the speed that we're gonna have.
Right, yeah. But the only reason why they're doing cash call on you is because you've ran out of all of your service calls for the year. So like any immediate service that you call in for, it's going to be always a cash call.
Sure.
So I just want to make sure you're aware of that. All right. Okay, guys. Well, he ain't got the money for it. I can't help him without payment. So kind of sucks. All right, we'll call AAA up.
Central Pacific Franklin, King North Frank, 459.
Yes, sir. Good evening. This is Brian with Wren Service Station OH342. I'm calling in regards to call number 12580514.
John,
so I got all the way out here to the number. He has no cash, no credit card, and cannot pay for the fuel. And he was asking me if I could drive him like 30 miles all the way up to his house, wherever the heck that might be. I'm not sure. And I said, yeah, I tried calling him before I got all the way out here too, and he never answered his phone. Yeah, we can't do that. I mean, right. Well, he doesn't have any of his, he doesn't have any cash. He doesn't have his, whole entire wallet on him at all. Like, everything that he has to use as far as payment is at his house. And he's a what? Well, yeah, I mean, he's he's got a Premier membership, but I think he's probably out of service calls for his year because it's reading cash call. And he's already looking at over $115 because we charge tax and credit card processing fees. Yeah, that's too much for you guys to try to even bill him for that. I mean, he said, well, I'll just wait till the next guy. I'm like, what next guy? I'm like, what do you want me to do here? It's like, I'd hate to leave you, but there's not much I can do without getting paid first. You know, I don't want to give him free fuel. I mean, I understand he's in a stuck position on a critical portion of the interstate here, but I mean, my hands are kind of tied too. Oh, to bill him? Okay. Well, good morning and everybody. Welcome to the channel and thanks for watching as always. We are coming into our Saturday morning. It's overcast and everything. get to the call, get them picked up, dropped off, that sort of thing. We'll try to video as much as we possibly can here, and we'll go from there. So guys, I will see you on the first one. All right. Now we got to figure this out because we got to go over top of a, well, can't go over the bridge. Weight of the truck is too much. Guy was wanting me to drive through his yard. I said, I don't feel comfortable doing that, especially after it just rained overnight and this ground is kind of soft. So more than likely we are going to have to push this out there. It's the only way I'm going to be able to do this. Okay. This is not going to be fun. But
what happens when we get down that little dip? We can't get down the road.
pull it out with the winch cable, block off the whole road.
You got things to block it off with?
I got a few cones.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just push it back and then we'll try to aim it that direction, I guess.
I was hoping they'd drive through the...
Yeah, I wish we were allowed to, but... Brake. Okay.
This is couldn't have happened in a more inconvenient spot.
I've had worse. Way worse. Winter time is usually our times where we get way more calls and way more interesting spots where cars are falling off the road or something.
Yeah.
Most people think that, you know, when winter comes and their driveways are covered in snow and ice, that we can get down them, and we won't. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're stuck in your driveway, we're going to get stuck. So
Yeah, well,
there's a whole bunch of safety measures when it comes to towing. Some things we'll do and other things we just won't. But overnight, it rained overnight, so I mean, I can feel the ground underneath my soles of my shoes, and it's really, really soft.
like I say, even if I had the new bridge built, which in the next couple of weeks it will be, but
Yeah.
You couldn't come across that with that truck.
Now, I'm surprised you can get over that with a car, but I guess it's okay for now.
There's, oh yeah, I've been watching it very carefully.
Yeah, I probably have to go through the other side.
Okay, I'm just...
I think once I start aiming it that way, it should, because it's mostly downhill from there. And the biggest thing, what I'm probably going to wind up having to do is I'll turn facing the nose of it down that way, maybe, if we can get it out on the road, and then I'll just get over in that lane and just pick it up from the rear. I think that's about the only plan I can really come up with, and that way I don't have to come across that bridge. And
I think somebody just lost a tire, trucker.
that, or it's one of those cars where they put a two-step in it and they're backfiring like crazy. They sound awful. All right, well, let's give her a go here.
Drive it. You can get your car.
Got it. And it died. Keep pushing. Perfect. It's dead, by the way.
Route to KMC, one all female, starting 144469. Right. Any other security near me outside? She's cooperating for now, but may change.
You're clear to 1205.
That was better than I thought it would.
Yeah. Oh, shut it way up. Never find that last hole. There it is. Cool, got a hold of it.
It should.
It died.
Really.
Yep. And I don't think.
You can, there's a slot. Put that key in, there's a slot.
Is it up in here?
Somewhere, there's a slot right in the back or something. See it? Right in this corner.
Yeah. Okay. That's a weird spot for that to be. Okay. Nope, she's dead. Deader than a doornail. All right. I'm gonna have you stand over there. I can't have you out here in the traffic. Now I'll deal with this. Yeah, those lights are dim.
5153 Circuit Bridge.
Oh, that battery's done.
Yeah, it looks like a good one.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I was looking forward to another experience.
need much. I'll get it. More than one person doing it. And my last resort was going to be to pull the truck right here, lower the bed, pull out any bit of cable I had plus a recovery strap, just pull it out. But pushing it seems to be almost a better option. Pushing it does, but
Okay, right behind you.
okay. Cinch it down. Perfect. Ow. Fingers crossed in my glove. dying to quit. Okay. There's a key fob for you. Don't want to forget that. Well, hopefully they can get you fixed up. Definitely gonna have to change out that battery though. That thing. Yeah. Whenever you start seeing corrosion like that, it usually just means that battery's starting to short out. No, I think that battery's probably at the end of its life. If it's more than a couple years old, I would expect it to. Yeah, you don't want to be stranded out there and then you have to call one of us again. Not that we don't appreciate the business, but you know.
All right, thanks so much.
You're so welcome. Glad we could get you here.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out.
Always does. Just got to come up with an elaborate plan sometimes.
There you go.
Think things through a little clearly and you'll get there.
All right.
All right, take care, sir. Hey, I used to have one of those. Those 6 wide. Hello, sir. This is Brian with Wren's Towing. How you doing? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. A little chilly, but we'll fight through that. I'm here with your vehicle. Are you close by? Oh, shoot. No, I came from Middletown. Yeah. Well, my company's got a bunch of people that quit, so we're a little short-handed. Boss called me up and said, hey, can you come up to Springfield and handle a few calls? And I don't have hardly anybody working today. I'm like, oh, sure, not a problem. So I kind of like booked it all the way down here and didn't realize that it was going to take me that long, but I'm here now. Sounds good. I'll see you then. Okay. Was it just for the flat tire? Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, usually when one problem starts, we kind of spider from there. Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right, you're welcome. Bye. All right. Key is en route. We are going to get hooked up here with the soft strap. I don't like to use anything else on European vehicles, especially BMWs, Mercedes. I'm not a big fan of using the tow hooks either. So we're going to try to go around all this as much as possible. I always find soft straps are safer. This hook has got a love-hate relationship. You know what? I think this is actually supposed to go around like that. That makes more sense. Okay. All right. So he said he's close by. Ah, manual transmission, easy. Mark, that's coming apart. Small scratch down there, dent there, scratch on the front bumper. Scratch there in the quarter panel. A few scuff marks on the back bumper. But okay.
Hi, Brian.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your car.
Yeah.
But hey, worse things have happened, right?
No shit. It's a pain in the ass, you know. I've been talking about maybe selling it. It's been a great car. I've had it for 15 years.
Wow.
It's an 01.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I think the older cars seem to uphold really well. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as functionality, safety, you know, all
it's my
that.
fun car. It's not an everyday driver.
I kind of figured as much. Yeah, I could tell it's not driven as much, but hey, you know, those
Yeah.
are the cars that have a higher value.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So, do you want to take it ass first up there then, or how do you want
yeah, I'm just gonna hook it up how it is now. And at least it's a manual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna slide back. That's all right. There we go. And I'll grab that key from you, and that way I can.
Well, I'm going to follow you to where we're going.
And where's it going to?
About 3 miles from here to back to my mechanic's house.
Okay, same guy that worked
Yeah.
on it before.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that just helps me steer that steering wheel. That way I get it lined up. I don't like to put them up there crooked. doesn't take much, but I find it easier to tow them backwards.
Really?
Now, when you get to dropping them off and everything, you have the ability to steer them off the bed versus going the opposite way.
True. Yeah.
You can kind of maneuver it around really easily. If it's coming from the opposite direction, all you can do is go straight back. There's really not much room to turn on a bed that's not really wide. Yeah, first thing I saw was that tire was really low. I'm like, oh, maybe that's why we're here.
No, that rim's had issues for years. Has a slow leak, so I fill it and it's fine for a month.
Have they ever checked the bead?
Yeah, they grind it and then
they grind it, and it still does the same thing, huh?
Yeah.
It's always the aluminum rims that seem to do it. And I think it's because they react negatively to like all of our salt and everything, but I don't know how much you drive this in the snow.
Yeah.
But right.
Yeah, unfortunately I moved here and I don't have a garage.
Oh, sits outside. Beautiful car though.
Yeah, it's fun to drive, it really is.
6-speed manual, did I? 5-speed? Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. I always followed more of the GM platform than I ever did the anything else. Don't know why, but I'll meet you over there. I've got the address and everything, I think.
We've got a gravel driveway that's like a blacktop and then a gravel, and he wants to park in the gravel part.
Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. It's nice and solid.
Yeah.
As long as it's not grass, I'm fine with that, because I know it kind of rained a little bit overnight, so the ground's a little bit softer.
Yeah.
I don't want to put this anywhere on grass. It's 407 Meadow Lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Maybe. We'll see what I've been here before.
Have you?
Yeah, when I first started working with Renz, I used to work up here a whole bunch. And after several months or whatnot, he had I think he was either talking to one of like the territory managers for AAA, saying that they were having some problems down south, like in the Warren County, Butler County area. Decided that we'd try to start something down there, start our own little gig down that far. So Been down there for almost close to a year now, I think. But so far, I mean, down there it's been pretty busy, especially on weekends too. Most of your subcontractors are only Monday through Friday, you know, during their normal business hours, and then you find most of them are closed over the weekend, so it leaves a very limited amount of tow operators available at that time of the week.
Well, you're the third guy I've met from around in a week and a half.
Really? Okay. So you've met some of my other guys, but yeah, we've had a few that I guess quit. So, you know, towing's not for almost everybody, but
Oh yeah.
I enjoy it. I like traveling around and everything. I like to, you know, get out there. I mean, longest tow I've had was from Lebanon, or right around the Lebanon area, and it went all the way up north to Lansing, Michigan. Oh, wow. 280 miles. At least picking it up this way, all he's got to do is push it straight forward. Kind of made it easy for him. Go. Key for you.
Sir.
There we go. Now I'll just get myself unhooked. Easiest way to do this is just unhook the hook and then get the strap undone. I like to use the softer nylon straps on most of these European vehicles. It seems to, you know, cause a lot less damage. You are so welcome.
Smooth. No rain, so that way you have to deal with
I'm kind of hoping so, yeah. I didn't see any more on the forecast, but I always try to pay attention to it. That way I know what to prepare for, and you know, weather's important. So. Well, anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it.
All righty.
This key and his little lockbox back there. And
sounds good. Well, hopefully this time they get you squared away.
So. I hope so.
Is it the same problem that you had before?
Yeah, I mean, he's replaced a couple relays in it and some wires. But I found a nest under the hood last spring.
Oh, okay. So you had a little rodent.
It might have been all summer for it to just manifest itself.
Yeah. What I found was that the like the newer vehicles, they're mixing like with the ingredients and everything that they make, like most of your under hood components, like your wire loom and the little cloth thing, they're mixing it with vegetable oil.
Yeah.
So the rodents kind of get a sense of that. Of course, we can't smell it as humans, but they have a higher sense than we do.
Yeah.
They can out smell that, and then they're going right for it, and they're chewing up on it. Eventually, they're chewing through your wires and causing you thousands of dollars worth of damage. I mean, I had a guy that, you know, he's like, I need my Cadillac towed. It's like, okay, I'll be there in a few minutes. This is over in Dayton years ago. And I get there, he's never opened up the hood. I open up the hood and it's just like squirrels scattered everywhere. It's like opening a can of cockroaches just pouring out. I'm like, whoa! And all these wires were chewed up. He's like, well, I didn't know any of that. It's like, now I don't know if I really want to have it towed now. I might think about just junking it. Because when I told him, it's like, yeah, most of these wire harnesses are one unit. You can't just go, I mean, you can go in and splice them, but then you got to figure out what connects to what. And that's a lot of time and a lot of money. It's like, he's like, what am I thinking about looking at it? Like probably over thousands of dollars. I mean,
Yeah.
5,000 or 6,000. I mean, if I had to really spitball it, but I have no idea because I'm not a shop,
It's
so.
labor intensive to trace everything down.
It's, yeah, I mean, the cost of parts is not where most of the mechanics make their money. It's in the cost of labor.
Yeah.
You know, because they got to put all their time and effort into doing it. And, you know, but yeah, rodents are a horrible, horrible enemy on cars. So, but
All right, man. Appreciate it.
you are so welcome. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know.